Hey best friends, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be watch me make a wig video. This is not going to necessarily be a tutorial. I have a full detailed tutorial on my channel. It's kind of old, but you know, it will work until I post a new video of how I make my wigs, and that is coming very soon. I've said that before. So for the bundles, I am going to use Ishow hair. They sent me 4 bundles of 28 inches and a 4x4 closure. So I am going to use that to create that beautiful unit that you guys seen before. This is the closure. It did not come pre-plucked, so I did customize this on the second video. So if you want to see me customize it and install a glueless closure wig, then go ahead and watch this video first, girl, and then go and watch the second video after it. I will have that link at the end of this video and in the description box for you guys. All right, so this is what the frontal and the closure and the bundles look like. And so these are the supplies you're gonna need. You're gonna need blockheads. Okay, if you are making wigs for yourself or if you're selling wigs, you need to have different size blockheads. Off top, I'm using a 22.5 blockhead because that's my head size. You need your actual head size. This is my mesh cap that I like to use, one of my favorites. You can order these from Amazon. I will have a link down below for you guys, and it is a lightweight mesh cap. It's kind of like a dome cap, but not really. Alright, you're gonna need a Sharpie or something to draw with, some scissors, nylon, and your T-pins and curved needles, because you're going to sew your closure or your frontal on after. And this is my sewing machine that I love to use. This is my old Betty. She's come in handy. And these are my wig stands. So that one is about $70 and the black one is about $20. And no, the heads do not come with them. Alright, so you want to go ahead and pin your closure onto your blockhead dome cap. All right, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put my lines on there. If you already seen my video of how I make a wig, then you already know what I just did. Like I said, this is not going to be a super detailed video. This is just going to be me making a wig, just showing you guys me doing that. Like I said, a new video will be coming soon of me doing that. And this is how I use my sewing machine. A lot of you guys always told me that you guys like when I just show you guys me using this sewing machine, because it shows you like how I hold my wigs and my bundles and my hands and my hand gestures on the knobs and everything, how like all of that works, which I like, you know, I can understand. I'm a visual learner, so me seeing somebody doing it is easy. It's easier for me than them like actually like explaining it to me how to do it, right? So I like to see it, but I also like the explanation. But you know, sometimes you need both in order to do something that like requires a lot of detail. And making wigs requires a lot of details because there's so many different aspects that comes with this. So my bundles are doubled, and I did use all 4 bundles when it came to make this wig, and I doubled all of my bundles in order to fit them all into this wig. Okay, so I am just gonna go ahead and sew. I did use about 13 lines, those little silver drawn lines that you see on the cap. I think it's about 13, between like 11 to 14 lines on there. And literally that is enough lines for me to fit all of the bundles in. If I have any more hair, then I will just sew it in an empty space in the wig. But if you notice yourself running out of hair when you're getting closer to the top, then I will suggest you use a seam ripper or some scissors to cut open those double wefted wefts that you just sewed together, and start single wefting until you get to the top of your wig, because you do not want to run out of hair. Especially when you're making wigs for somebody, like you have to gauge it, and it's just gauging and you thinking what's best for when you making your wig. Now you could single weft your bundles all throughout this wig, but your wig cap will be stiff. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. And it's going to take you forever to sew 4 bundles in there, because you're going to have to sew super close. So when it does come to adding multiple bundles into a wig, I would highly suggest you guys use doubling your bundles. Now if you have 3 bundles, I will say double 2 and single sew the rest of it into your wig. cap, if that makes sense. But that's a whole different video. Like, I'm gonna explain that to you guys because, you know, I think it's time for me to update my how to make a wig video, and so for you guys to see how I do it, because now I don't leave on my frontals and closures. I take them off and then I make the wig and then I sew them on after. So it's just preference at the end of the day. Like, how I make my wigs is going to be different than how your favorite wig makers make their wigs. Like, we all have our different techniques, our different materials that we like to use. Everything is different from person to person. So it literally takes me about 15 minutes to make a wig, which is so dope. And I don't hand make any of my wigs anymore, so my wigs usually last forever. So after you sew all 4 bundles of the hair into your dome cap, this is what your wig should look like. I like doing it this way when it comes to making a wig, because if your frontal or your closure gets old, you can easily cut it off and replace it with a new frontal or closure. You guys see me do that in a video. If you have not, I will also link that down below. And this is what the inside of the wig looks like. It's very neat. A lot of you guys asked me about the stretch, because you see that I sew on the elastic band, but I'm going with the stretch of the band, not against it. And if you go with the stretch of the band, you will not constrict it from stretching. Alright, so let's add the closure onto it now. So I hand stitch. I will actually pin the closure down or frontal, and then I will hand stitch it with the curved needle and a nylon thread. And so I do it that way, and then I will go in with my sewing machine just to make sure that it is completely sewn down and secured. And after I do that, then I will go in and add things like the elastic band or the combs if I want that. I don't wear combs on my personal wigs. I just don't want combs in my natural hair, but I do wear elastic bands if I'm going the glueless route. Alright, so you're gonna see me pin this down and sew it down and use my sewing machine to sew it down, and also add an elastic band. And that's basically the end of this video, until unless you watch the second portion of this video of me customizing this wig and installing it. Alright, so again, this hair is from Ishow Hair. They did send me this hair. I am wearing 4 bundles and a closure, 28 inches, and my closure is, I believe, 20 inches as well. So if you guys have any questions or concerns, feel free to leave them down in the comment section. I will be down there answering like I normally do. Alright, everything that I use it will be in the description box, and there will be like Amazon links so you guys can see or purchase the items that I purchased from Amazon, my wig products. I am going to do a Amazon wig making favorites video, so you guys can see everything that I use from Amazon, that I purchased from Amazon in order to make a wig. And that's basically almost everything, because you could buy basically all your essential tools from Amazon to make your wigs. Alright, and if you, like I said, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. I will have updated how to make a wig video, so if you're new here, make sure you turn on your notifications and follow me so you guys can get that video. And if you are not following me on my social media, my name is not Sin, but Ayani on all of them, and so follow me there. And that is about it, you guys. Until next time, bye best friends. Playing on the beat.
Trend on the beat.